Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for allowing me to wave on to this important hearing today. And I want to thank the witnesses. Mr. Rice, I met you back, I serve on the House Energy Action Team, and I was really intrigued by some of the things that you shared with us that day. I was just looking, and in fact, we might enter this into the record, but our trade deficit, this is an article in the New York Times, our trade deficit has exceeded $1 trillion, the most in history. And I believe you said and shared with us at that meeting that if you could get permits for pipelines to ship LNG out of off the coast of Louisiana, that we could power the entire continent of Europe. Is that still a possibility?
Yeah, based on the work we've done to quantify the resource, we have the ability to quadruple our LNG exports to support 60 BCF a day of natural gas production through exports, and that would require a $4 natural gas price to be able to unlock the drilling and development of that resource, and we can put it on the doorsteps of our customers around the world for a cost of less than $12. And for perspective, the European market is around 55 BCF a day of natural gas, so 60 BCF a day of exports is a tremendous amount of energy, equivalent to adding a Saudi Arabia to the world stage, decarbonizing force.
Let's look at the situation. So if we do that, we're burning 42% cleaner than we're currently burning over there?
Yes, the estimate should be between 40 to 50% at a minimum, and if we target some of the worst emitting coal plants in the world, 5% of the world's worst coal plants are responsible for 30% of the power emissions. If you target the displacement of those coal, the environmental impacts are significantly greater than 40 to 50%.
Why is the climate lobby not going nuts about this ban? I mean, when we can actually reduce carbon footprint, I mean, the equivalent of that would be, I've been told it's more than every American driving an EV. I mean, it's extraordinary what we could do. And it's basically because of what you have done for this country, we've actually reduced our carbon footprint substantially here. Mm-hmm. And guess what? We're getting no love for it. All they're doing is trying to put you out of business. This is amazing to me. It just baffles me. The other thing is at stake here is national security. If we starve Russia, they're not going to have the money to fight the war. So we bring about peace in Ukraine, and guess what? We stop Iran. Then we have peace in the Middle East. All of a sudden, it's 3 years ago when this country set the cost of a barrel of oil and the price for natural gas. Folks, that is power. And if you don't have that in this world today, then we're going to look just like we are right now. I do have one quick question for Mr. Cromie. You mentioned how important LNG exports are for your region economically, as far as job creation and revenues and just benefits to your local communities. What does it mean to them? Mr. Crown? Okay.
Repeat the question if you don't mind.
Okay. You had mentioned that how important LNG exports are for your region economically and how the investments through job creation and revenues benefits your local communities.
And it brings pride because in our neck of the woods, people want to work. We have kids at McNeese. We have kids in our community college. They're being trained. They're ready to work. They want to rebuild, stay home, and continue moving forward. It's real with our community. It comes down to one thing. We want to take care of ourselves and take care of our community, and this is one way we do it.
The greatest privilege I had in business was the opportunity to do just what you're talking about. And that's to give people the dignity and respect they deserve with a good job, to allow them to provide for their families, their church, their communities, and yes, this country. How could we deny that with this great opportunity? This thing has been teed up by the creator of the universe for this country, and we're ignoring it. I mean, we were created to adapt, and we were created to work. And anything this government perpetrates other than that will not work. And we will see the destruction and chaos And we're seeing it right now in this nation. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Keep the faith and keep working at this. And hopefully the American people are listening and we will change the behavior out there. Thank you so much.